Hi there! In today's tutorial, I'll show you how to create a bokeh effect in Photoshop. We'll use a city photo for creating bokeh effect, and then we'll use rainy texture to add rain effect as well. So let's get started. For the ones who do not know, in bokeh effect, only the colorful lights are more visible and background is barely visible. It is the visual quality of the out of focus areas of a photographic image. So the first thing we're going to do is right click on our image and convert it to smart object, as it's a smart move so as to preserve our image. Once that's done, I'd also like to right click and duplicate the image so that we could compare the final output with the original at the end of this video. And let's hide layer 0 by clicking on the visibility toggle switch. We don't really need it at this point. Now with my top layer selected, let's go to filter and then blur. Under blur, let's go to Gaussian blur and set the radius to about 32 pixels. Like I mentioned earlier, in bokeh effect, only the colorful lights are more visible, and the Gaussian blur filter will help us achieve that. Next, I'm going to create a new layer by clicking on the Create a New Layer button at the bottom of the Layers panel. And with this new layer selected, I'm going to grab my brush tool, and using the color palette on the right, I'm going to select the color of the lights and paint it over the lights so as to enhance the vibrancy of the lights. So for red lights, I'm going to paint red colors on top of it, and for white, I'll paint white, and so on. And then from the blending mode options, I'm going to change the blending mode to color dodge. Now with my layer 0 copy selected, I'm going to go to create new fill or adjustment layer option at the bottom of the layers panel and select curves from there. First, I'm going to select red color and lower it a bit. And then I'm going to move to the blue color and lower this as well a bit. And lastly, I'm going to select RGB and lower the overall brightness a bit. Now it's time to add the rain texture to my image, and I already have this rain image open, so I'm going to click and drag this to my original image. And since it's a very small image, I'll have to resize it, so hit Command T on a Mac or Control T on a PC and drag the image to cover the entire frame. Let's also drag this layer to the top, and then from the blending options, select screen as our blending mode. And I think we'll have to reduce the opacity as well, so let's reduce it to about 42% should be good. Perfect. Next, let's go to Create New Fill and Adjustment Layer options at the bottom of the Layers panel and select Levels from here. And before making any adjustments, click on the button with a down arrow that says Click to Clip to Layer so that it affects just the layer beneath. And make the white and black color adjustments here. We don't really need to go overboard in making adjustments. Now we need to create a rainy window effect using another rain texture, so let me go to File and open the new rain texture for the rainy window effect. Once again, I'm going to click and drag it to our main image, and once again I'm going to hit Command T on a Mac or Control T on a PC to scale the image. So drag it to cover the entire frame. I'm going to push this image slightly to the right, as I don't want this light that comes with this image, as we've already worked hard on creating our own personal illumination effects. With my new rainy effect layer selected, I'm going to go to the blending modes and change it to screen. And then from the Create New Fill or Adjustment Layer option at the bottom of the Layers panel, I'm going to select Color Balance. And the whole idea here is to increase the reds and yellows to my image. So I'm going to keep cyan to +26, magenta to -12, and yellow to -26. Once again, I'm going to go to create new fill or adjustment layer option, and this time select color lookup. And from the first option, which is 3D LUT file, I'm going to change the option to teal orange plus contrast. And then one last thing to do is select all the visible layers and right click and then group from layers to put them into one group. I don't really want to rename it to anything. Alright, so this is our original image and this is the rainy bokeh effect. What do you think? Alright, so that concludes our session today. I just hope you've enjoyed it, and if you have, do like, share and subscribe to my channel, and I shall see you pretty soon. Goodbye and thanks for watching.